Morning guys. Late last night Nissan UK finally released the prices to the British public, and it is an absolute masterclass on Nissan's part in terms of the pricing structure for the 4 trim levels. Now we've got a third one in between the Tecna and the Ascenta, which I said in my last video, which was the N Connect. We're definitely getting that model. There's some actually really surprising price points within the pricing structure of the 4 trim levels. Some models are upwards of £1,500 cheaper than the previous models, but the one model that I think is a standout absolute bargain of 2018, if you're looking for a BEV, has to be the Visia. The current list price of it is just under £22,000. Now, admittedly, it doesn't come with a heat pump, which is pretty much a necessity, especially in the colder months where obviously it's going to drain the battery more without that system. I'm hoping the option price for that, and I really do hope it is going to be an option. I can't see why it wouldn't be on the Visia. I'm hoping that price point for that option is going to be £500 or thereabouts. If Nissan can keep that anywhere close to £500, including that just under £22,000 price point, at £22,500, that has got to be the bargain of the year in terms of BEVs. It's going to undercut the competition immensely. And okay, it doesn't have some of the more fancy features of the other trim models, but I think if you're looking for a BEV in 2018, that has to be at the top of your list. If you're a first-time buyer, it's going to put this vehicle in the price range of a lot of traditional car buyers that I think that would possibly have been thinking about going for maybe a new petrol or diesel. When word gets out about this price point, I think it's going to help Nissan sell thousands of these vehicles, this particular trim model. Again, in the private hire and taxi industry, if you don't need some of the more fanciful features of the other vehicles, and you can do without some of the tech, things like the N Connect on the telematics, 7-inch option on some of the other models like the Ascenta and so forth, you could just use that map to actually find the charging points, which is still good enough. And like I say, if you can do without some of the other features, I think this vehicle is going to be slap bang in the middle of people's price points that would never have considered a BEV before. And when they actually look at the price comparisons in terms of, for example, an internal combustion engine right now and that base model, they're still going to get a decent enough spec. As I say, I haven't got the full specifications yet because sadly Nissan hasn't updated the PDF files on the main site. I'm hoping that's going to happen sometime today, and I assume it's probably still going to come with things like central locking, electric windows. So it's going to have some normal features that would be standard on cars of that kind of price, be it an internal combustion engine vehicle. But as I say, to actually go over to full BEV and have 150 mile plus range, this car's going to sell like hotcakes. And well done Nissan for keeping these prices at these points. Like I said in one of my very early videos, they was anticipating keeping the price points very similar to the outgoing model, but to get to upwards of £1,500 on some of these models is absolutely genius. Well done Nissan. And this is going to absolutely infuse the BEV market within the UK. And I really hope the people up in Sunderland that are manufacturing this vehicle within the UK do really well out of it, and hopefully, like I say, Nissan can actually sell tens of thousands of these vehicles. Now, moving on to the specifications of the other vehicles, again, we still haven't got the full specifications yet. It's got a very, very limited amount of information. I'm actually going to be transferring, like I said in one of my previous videos, my deposit off the Leaf 2.0 over to the Ascenta. Sadly, I'm sorry guys, I won't be accessing things like the Pro Pilot and some of the other features that was actually specific to that vehicle. I will be up-specking my Ascenta to have the possibly the heated seats and the steering wheel, and also the 360-degree camera system that's standard on the Tecna and the N Connect variant. So I'm going to have some good little options on it, and it actually comes with a very good spec. Like I said in my tyres and wheels video, it has now been confirmed the Visia and the Ascenta do indeed come with 16-inch rims, which will obviously bring the tyre cross to those vehicles down over the 17-inch rimmed variants. So that's a good thing. But as I say, I sadly won't be actually be able to test some of the other equipment that obviously comes standard on, say, the Tecna and the higher versions that have like the Pro Pilot Assist. There's nothing I can do about it, guys. I'm really sorry. Our local council, like I say, there's a reason, like I said in my second video before my wheels and tyres with the privacy glass, they've abolished our privacy glass, so there's nothing I can do about it. I was quite willing to accept the 2.0 and actually possibly have the glass changed in it, but like my dealer said to me yesterday, the availability of the glass straight after launch, it could take months. So it's just not going to be viable, and I need to take delivery of this vehicle before preferably the end of March, which I'm hoping is still going to be sometime in February. So like I say, regarding all of the trims and the models right now, I think the standout model has to be this Visia within our industry. And like I say, once they do the full specification upload, I assume it's going to be on PDF like the brochure is at the moment, or they might release it on another part of the website where you can actually see all the full specifications. I'll then do an in-depth review regarding all of the trims and specifications across the entire range, pluses minus points on all of the vehicles, including their price points. But like I say, guys, great news. Well done, Nissan, and absolutely over the moon with the prices. Cheers for now, guys.